Do you know about a factory where thousands of electric cars are made every day? That two cars that are giving a direct competition to Tesla? No? Then listen carefully, because today we are going to show you a chance to peek into the world's largest EV factory. This is no ordinary factory. Inside this factory, smart robots assemble cars every second. Driverless vehicles move goods from one section to another, and the entire plant runs on 5G network. This place is not just filled with metal and machines. It is the foundation of the future, where not vehicles but ecosystems are being built. A new electric car is ready every 60 to 70 seconds. And this feat is not of anyone else but of China's giant company BYD, which has today left Tesla behind in the EV market. The name of this factory is BYD Xi'an plant. More than 3,000 electric cars are made here every day, which is being called the world's largest and most advanced auto factory today. Here, BYD makes everything from batteries to the vehicle's chassis, motor, interior, and software, all under one roof. And this is why it is giving direct competition to Tesla, Toyota, and other giants. But wait, it is not just about making cars, but about the technology that makes this factory completely different. Not only EVs are made here, but the world's most advanced batteries, blade batteries, are also made here. Those batteries that neither burn nor explode, nor run out quickly. And the most amazing thing? Not only EVs are being made here, preparations are being made here, which will end the reign of petrol and diesel in the coming years. So come, in this video, we take you inside the factory where the cars of the future are being made today. Get ready, because what you are about to see, you have probably never seen before. How cars are being made in seconds, even without humans. But before moving ahead with the video, please subscribe to the channel so that the biggest news from the world of technology reaches you first. Have you ever seen a factory where only robots are working instead of humans? Where no workers are seen, no noise, only machines. Every second some part is being made, and every minute a new car is being made. Yes, we are talking about that factory of BYD, where not today's world, but tomorrow's world is being made. The role of humans has reduced to a great extent in this factory. Here, from assembling cars to installing their parts, all the work is now being done by robots. That too with great peace and precision. No mistakes, no fatigue. Even when a part is lifted by a robotic arm, it takes only a few seconds to install it. While a human may take 2 to 3 minutes to install a car door, here the robot fits it accurately in 10 seconds, and this work continues 24 hours a day, without a break. Now imagine, where humans work in shifts, robots work non-stop day and night. No lunch breaks, no holidays, no complaints. And that is why this factory is making more than 3,000 cars every day. That too, from a single plant. The most interesting thing about this place is that you will see humans here only in the control room, or monitoring the systems. The real work is being done by machines. And this is the sign of the next industrial revolution. Just like the steam engine replaced the old-fashioned bullock carts, now AI and robots are replacing humans, at least inside the factory. Now the question arises, how does work happen so fast? How is a new electric car ready every 60 seconds? The answer is a fully automated system, and that too programmed at the millimeter level. Here, every section works in a completely synchronized manner. That means while one unit is making the body of the vehicle, the second unit is installing its battery, and the third unit has already installed everything from its wiring to software. The work of carrying the frame of the vehicle from one section to another is also not done by humans. Rather, Automated driverless vehicles, that is, small robotic trucks, themselves pick up the frame and take it to the next section. And all this is controlled by the 5G network, due to which data is transferred every second, and the entire plant works together. You will be surprised to know that in this plant, the roof of the car is being installed in one section, while on the other hand, robots are fitting 4 doors simultaneously. At one place, AI sensors are scanning the paint quality of the vehicle, while at another place, an ultrasonic machine is checking the temperature of the battery. And what's more, these robots are not only powerful, but also smart. The software installed in them also tells them when to use which tool, from which angle to work. And even if something is misfitting, it knows how to correct it automatically. Now you can understand why this factory of BYD is in so much discussion. This is not just a manufacturing unit. It is a moving future. And this is the thing that is giving tension to other companies, especially Tesla. Elon Musk may be considered the master of AI, but BYD has given him a direct competition at the ground level. That too with such cheap and fast production. Now imagine, if a company is making one car every minute, then it can make 1,440 cars in a day. And BYD is making twice that. This means that lakhs of vehicles can be produced from just one factory every year, that too with absolutely uniform quality. This not only strengthens the company's supply chain, but also the customers get the vehicles at cheaper rates and on time. All in one plant. Nothing comes from outside. Now let's talk about the specialty of BYD that makes it different from all other auto companies. And that is its all-in-one plant model. That is, a plant where everything, every screw, every wiring, every software line, and every battery cell is made in their own factory. There is no need to import anything from outside. And this is the reason why BYD cars are not only made faster, but are also cheaper, durable, and more reliable. Imagine, other companies have to import a battery from another supplier. The motor is made somewhere else, and the software comes from a third party. After this, everything is assembled at one place, and the car is assembled. This not only increases the cost, but also takes a lot of time, and sometimes the quality also deteriorates. But BYD has redesigned this entire process. BYD's plant does not focus on one thing. Batteries are made here, and that too the world's safest batteries, Blade battery. Then the same batteries are installed in the EV by robots installed inside. Electric motors are also made in this plant, and those motors are fitted in the vehicles there. Even all the software of the EV, such as battery management system, drive assistance, screen interface, is coded by BYD itself, meaning the entire tech ecosystem is also in-house. Now let's move a step further. Let's talk about the interior. Usually companies order seats, dashboards, touch screens, or even speakers from different vendors. But in this BYD plant, everything from interior design to its stitching, fitting, and finishing is done here. And the customer gets the direct benefit of this, because nothing gets stuck due to delay or defect. Now you must be thinking, why would a company want to do all this on its own? The simple answer is control and quality. When you are manufacturing everything yourself, you know what has been inserted, which screw is inserted, which wiring is going in, which software version is running. And this transparency makes BYD different from others. Another great thing is that BYD runs every unit in this plant by connecting it to data. From every battery cell to every tire, everything has a digital ID. So, if there is any problem in a vehicle in the future, BYD immediately knows on which day that part was made, on which machine it was made, and in which shift it was made. Very few companies in the world are able to do this level of tracking right now. Now just imagine, when everything happens under one roof, how much time is saved. No waiting for a container truck, no import clearance, no tension of running out of stock. Everything is in our own hands. This is the reason why production in BYD's plant runs non-stop, absolutely without any interruption. Not only this model gives BYD another big advantage, and that is cost-cutting. When you buy things from outside, you also have to pay their profit. But when you are making everything yourself, you are only paying the material cost. There is no middleman cost. This is the reason why BYD cars are available at a much lower price, with the same or even better technology as Tesla. This all-in-one model of this factory helps not only in production, but also in R&D. When BYD has to try a new innovation, like a new chemical formula of the battery or a new design of the motor, they do not have to take permission from anyone. Just test it in your own plant, make a prototype, and start working immediately. This speed keeps them 2 to 3 years ahead of the world. Right now, most of the EV companies in the world have not reached this level. Even Tesla has to depend on Panasonic, or CATL for battery cells. But the model that BYD has created is not only self-sufficient, but has become a blueprint that the whole world is now trying to copy. So when we say that this BYD factory is an ecosystem, it does not mean just making cars. It means battery technology, motor design, software development, and full in-house assembly, all happening together inside the same building. This is the real strength of BYD. The entire plant runs on 5G, real-time production. This factory of BYD is not an ordinary factory. It is built in Xi'an city of Shanxi province of China, which is now considered to be the world's largest electric vehicle factory. Imagine such a big plant that an area as big as a city can fit into it. The area of this plant is more than 1.2 crore square feet. That is, you can say that this is a complete industrial city, where only one work is done, making EVs, and that too at such a speed that other companies keep watching. Now let me tell you an amazing thing. This entire factory runs on 5G network. Yes, there is neither old Wi-Fi nor any wire-connected operation here. Every machine, every robotic arm, every sensor, and even the AI system, they are all talking to each other through 5G. Now imagine, where thousands of data commands are being transferred in a second, how fast will the production be? This factory runs like a living digital body. Just like the brain gives commands to every part of our body, similarly, there is real-time communication from the control room to every corner of the factory through 5G. If a slight change has to be made in one section, like changing the position of the battery or adjusting the seating pattern, it gets updated immediately in the entire plant. There is no need to go and tell anyone anything. The machines get updated automatically. Now, when there is such a high-tech network, another amazing thing is going on with it, and that is driverless logistics vehicles. In this BYD plant, no human lifts heavy goods and takes them from one place to another. Their small driverless vehicles run, which are controlled by AI and automatically decide where they have to go, what to pick up, and where to drop it. For example, when the frame of a vehicle is ready, no human goes to take it to the next section. A driverless EV trolley arrives, picks up the frame, and drops it at the exact right section with the help of GPS and 5G networks. And all this happens without stopping, without any glitches, just like changing levels in an automated game. These trolleys are equipped with laser sensors, cameras, and AI software that recognize everything in front of them, be it a machine, a human, or another trolley, and then decide their speed and route accordingly. This is why there are no collisions, no delays, and no chaos in the entire plant. Now, just imagine, if you have to send a human to each section, he picks up the material, then takes it to the next section. How much time will it take? And every time there will be a possibility of human fatigue or error. But BYD has automated this entire process. This not only speeds up the work, but also ensures that every part reaches the right place, at the right time, and in the right way. Another benefit of this is tracking and monitoring. The sensors and trackers in these driverless vehicles keep sending information about the entire journey to the control room. That is, if it takes even 5 seconds more to move a part, it is immediately known in which section there is a slight obstruction, and at the same time the AI manages it itself, without any human intervention. Now, all this has been possible because the entire system runs on 5G network. The biggest feature of 5G is its low latency. That is, the command reaches in the least time and the machine responds immediately. And when you want to take decisions in seconds, this network proves to be a game changer. This technology not only affects the production of cars, but it also directly affects the company's speed, customer delivery time, and production cost. BYD makes more than 3,000 vehicles every day, and most of them are made on time only because of this fast and smart networking. And the thing to think about is that while other companies are still setting up basic automation in their plants, BYD has created a completely digital factory. This is in a way showing what factories will look like in the future, where humans will only monitor and the work will be done by machines, that too without any interruption. So when we say that BYD's plant is a digital organism, it is no joke. This is truly a future-ready EV factory, where 5G, AI, and automation are working together to ensure that every vehicle is ready and rolled out on time in perfect condition. Birthplace of Blade Battery. This factory of BYD is called the world's largest EV factory, but it is not just because of its size or the 3,000 cars it makes every day. Its real strength is the technology that is growing inside it, and the brightest diamond of that technology is the Blade Battery. This is not an ordinary battery. This is a battery that neither explodes, nor burns, nor gets damaged quickly. That is why it is named Blade in the world of batteries, because it is fast, safe, and durable. The specialty of this battery lies in its design. While ordinary batteries are made of small cells, and there is a gap between them, the Blade battery has long, thin cells that are fitted very close to each other. This saves space, and secondly, the battery becomes stronger from inside. Now, if someone pricks a needle or there is heavy pressure on the battery, this battery neither blasts nor heats up and starts burning. That is why it is called the safest battery in the EV industry. And this battery is made right here, in this very factory of BYD. Before making each Blade battery, hundreds of safety tests are done on it, such as needle puncture test, fire test, heat test, and drop test. And this battery passes all the tests. Now think for yourself, how can you take lightly a technology that does not burn even if you try to burn it? But BYD's strength is not just that it makes batteries. This factory is a whole world, an ecosystem where not only vehicles are made, but the whole soul of the EV is prepared. Here is the research center which is working day and night on new batteries and motors. On the other hand, there is the software division which is designing the digital brain of every vehicle. That is, its code, its interface, and its driving experience. This means that this factory is not just a manufacturing unit, it is an innovation hub. A hub that is developing the EV technology of the next 10 years from today. This is the reason that the things that BYD is providing in its vehicles, be it battery, motor, or software, are 2 to 3 years ahead of other companies. Now let's come to another interesting thing, BYD's zero-waste concept. Look, nowadays every company talks about the environment, but there are only a few that are really taking steps in that direction. BYD is at the forefront of them. Everything in this factory has been designed in such a way that almost no waste is generated. For example, all the water used here is treated and sent back to the system. That means water is saved. That too on a large scale. The steel or aluminum cutting that is done to make the body of the vehicles is immediately recycled. Even the old chemicals used in the batteries are reprocessed and used again. And the most amazing thing is that almost no smoke or harmful gases are emitted from this plant. This means that BYD has made it possible to make EVs without harming the environment. This is the reason why this factory has become a sustainable manufacturing model in the world today, from which other companies are learning. Now just think, when the battery is being made, the motor is being prepared, the car is being assembled, and the software is also being written in the same factory. That too with a zero-waste process. Then, does that factory only make cars? No, brother. That factory is laying the foundation of a new era. It is preparing for a world where smart energy will run, not petrol. And this is the reason why companies from Elon Musk to Toyota and Hyundai are now considering BYD not just a competitor, but an EV master. Blade battery, all-in-one factory, and zero-waste system. These three things together have taken BYD to a position where others are just thinking of reaching. Ahead of Tesla. Why is this factory giving Elon Musk sleepless nights? Elon Musk was considered the king of the EV world till now. Tesla's plants, its vehicles, and its technology, everything had become a standard for the world. But now, the picture is changing. And behind this change is BYD's factory, which has not only given tough competition to Tesla, but in some cases has also left it behind. Now you must be wondering, what is it about this BYD factory that is bothering even Elon Musk? So the answer is speed, scale, and battery quality. While Tesla's factory makes a few thousand vehicles in a day, BYD's Xi'an plant alone makes more than 3,000 EVs every day. That too in such a way that a fully assembled vehicle comes out every 60 seconds. Now imagine, if a company is making vehicles at such a speed, then how strong will be its hold in the market? And this is not just a matter of numbers. BYD's battery technology is no longer at par with Tesla. It has surpassed it. Blade battery is being called the world's safest battery today. It neither burns, nor explodes, nor spoils quickly. While Tesla still orders batteries from companies like Panasonic or CATL, BYD makes all the batteries itself, that too in its own plant, meaning there is no need to depend on anyone. Elon Musk's concern is not just that BYD is fast. The real concern is that the factory built by BYD is not just an EV plant. It is a complete technological infrastructure. Here batteries are being made, motors are being made, software is being coded, research is going on, and vehicles are being assembled. That too under one roof. Meaning that while Tesla has to order parts from different places, BYD is doing everything in-house. The biggest feature of this model is control and quality. When you make everything yourself, you have control over everything. This is why BYD cars are made fast, cheap, and there is no compromise on quality. Now let's talk about another big difference, and that is the scale of the factory. BYD's Xi'an factory is spread over about 1.2 crore square feet. Inside, thousands of robots, AI systems, and driverless vehicles are working day and night. The entire plant runs on a 5G network, so that every section is connected to each other in real time. Now you think for yourself, when the entire factory works like a living digital body, there is no scope for error. The biggest shock that Elon Musk has received is BYD's future vision. Tesla's model is still based on EV, that is, make cars, fill the batteries, and sell them. But BYD has thought beyond this. It is not just making cars, but creating a system that the whole world wants to copy. That is, it is no longer just a race of EVs, it is now a race. Who has a stronger technological base? Today, all the EV companies in America, Europe, and Asia are now looking at BYD not just as a competitor, but as a leader. Why? Because this factory of BYD has become a template, a model that other companies are following. They want to learn how thousands of vehicles can be made without interruption, how a battery can be made more safe and long-lasting, and how a plant can be made so smart that there is no need for humans. That is why today, if there is any company that scares Elon Musk, it is BYD and this Xi'an factory. Because BYD has done what others have not even started thinking about yet. It has turned manufacturing vehicles into a technological experience. Now it is not just about EVs, it is about the future system that is going to change the face of the entire auto industry. China's future and the direction of the world. If someone asks you who is the next king of the EV world, then perhaps Tesla, Toyota, or some European brand comes to your mind. But the truth is that today, the one leading the real EV race is China. And the biggest proof of this is BYD's Xi'an factory. This factory is not just a building, it is a mirror of China's future. Today, when America and Europe are busy establishing themselves in EV technology, China has achieved a position through BYD, where it is not only making EVs, but is also teaching others how to make EVs. Today, this factory of BYD is giving a strong message to the whole world. Now, China is not a partner, but a leader. And this is the thing that is bothering other countries the most, because till a few years ago, China was considered only an assembly hub, a place where other brands used to get their products manufactured. But now China has told the whole world, through companies like BYD, that it can not only make things, it can also invent things. Now the question is, why is this factory of BYD so special? So brother, the answer is very simple. What this factory is doing today, the rest of the world will probably understand it after 5 years. This plant of BYD shows that manufacturing is no longer just a game of machines. It has now become a world of software. Here, every robot, every line, every battery cell, everything is connected to the 5G network. AI controls what is running in which section, and when it should run. Humans are now just monitoring. The real command is in the hands of machines. When Tesla, Ford, or VW are still busy updating their systems, BYD is already running the entire factory like a digital organism. Here, humans do not lift things. Driverless vehicles decide for themselves what has to go, when, and where. Manufacturing doesn't happen here. The future is designed here. And this is what is taking China ahead of the world. Because China is not just building a factory, it is building a model. A model that industrial superpowers like Japan, America, Germany will have to follow in the future. On the other hand, countries that still consider EVs as just battery vehicles are slowly being left behind. Whereas China, through BYD, is making EVs an intelligent system, which has battery, motor, software, and data all in one. This plant of BYD also shows that in the future, making a car will not be the same as it is today. In the coming time, making a car will be like making an app, meaning most of the things will be controlled by code. Which battery should be charged how much, at what speed the motor should run, at which turn the car should brake itself. All this will be decided by the software. And the first one to execute this change is BYD. Now you think, when a company that is showing a new direction to the whole world is doing all this from one factory, is it just China's strength? No, brother. It is the new roadmap of the entire auto industry. And this is the thing that is increasing the worry of Elon Musk, Toyota, and other giants, because BYD has not just learned to make vehicles, it has built a future-ready infrastructure. And the biggest thing, it is running it completely on its own. No dependency, no external supplier, no delay. That means you can say that this factory of BYD is a kind of time machine, which is giving us a glimpse of 2030 today. And other companies are still making blueprints to reach that level. So when someone asks who is the real game changer of the EV industry, then BYD's name has to be taken. But it is also important to tell that its strength is not just in its product, but in the thinking that is 5 years ahead. China has shown through BYD that the country that takes both manufacturing and innovation together decides the future. And looking at today's situation, it seems that the next story of EV will be written in the words of China. If you like this video, then subscribe to the channel, because here you get the fastest, most powerful, and most real updates of technology. That too first. See you in the next explosive video.